Noodle. So I finished Monster Hunter again. Um, I don't, I don't know. I didn't. Um, so, uh, I don't know. I'm kind of confused where I am on the timeline right now. I'm playing Monster Hunter Rise, and like a while ago, I got the end screen, like the title screen, where like, okay, now I just beat Magnum Hollow, then I can, god damn it. I just, then you know, end credits rolled, and that was kind of it. But the story didn't really feel complete because they just set up that fucking Hinoa, I think it was Hinoa, she could apparently we now know both Hinoa and Minoto? Minoto? I don't know. I can't remember the names. The fucking twins. They can apparently resonate with monsters that are resonatable. I don't know. They can apparently like be taken over essentially. What the fuck? And that's, you know, that has just been shown pretty much at the Magnum Hollow fight. Like just before it or something, I don't really know. And then there was just no payoff to it. Then end credits rolled, but the game just kind of continued. So I just assumed that okay, we're in the Sunbreak era now, aka the DLC of the game. But we were not, apparently. Those were just like end credits for end credits sake, because that was basically like halfway through the main story. So now I'm pretty sure I am at the end of the main story because I just beat Narwa, the Thunder Serpent, Queen of what the Ibushi, the Storm Serpent, something like that. I just beat up Narwa, which is I thought was supposed to be like really fucking hard, and like it's the final boss of Sunbreak, right? And for me to have those expectations, this was really disappointing. I'm still going through my thought process because this happened literally like an hour ago. I just woke up, like I played through last night and just like got through the last like couple of high rank missions. The last couple I actually went through were pretty fucking tough because the only options that were there, like I had to complete like 5 or something, 5 rank 7 quests, or 7-star quests, and they were all like fucking hunt a Magnum Hollow, hunt a Rajang, hunt a Tigrex, you know, monsters that I really don't want to fight, pretty much. I'm surprised there wasn't a Baroth there, but I did fairly well. I didn't really, I only fainted 2 times, or like whited out, no. I whited out, I fainted a couple times, but I came back harder than I was before. That sounded wrong. But I did fairly well, but it was hard. It was tough, and I actually died to a Ultradon. I don't know, a monster that I didn't really think was gonna be that tough. I thought it was gonna be on the easier side of this roster, but no, apparently not. It was clapping my cheeks every time I met it. Basically, its shtick is that it's only in water, and then it sends out like mud walls. Like it's basically like a mud snake, is the best way I can describe it. But it's just like, it's not really hard. It's just fucking annoying to fight. It doesn't really hit that hard. I mean, so you might think, like, why did you die twice to this guy? Yeah, I died twice to the same guy, and I didn't, you know, I didn't die at Magnum Hollow, and I didn't die. To be fair, I didn't fight Rajang. I could have easily died to Rajang, but now I got a mission. I got a new mission that is, you know, not just kill a Rajang, but capture a Rajang. For those who don't know, Rajang is a fucking an angry ass ape that cannot sit still, and it was, I don't know. I have PTSD from fighting Rajang. Because the last time I did was in Monster Hunter World, where I mained a hammer, which is not really the best weapon to use against a fast monster that cannot sit still. And you know, you actually need time to set up your attacks and shit. I don't know, I love playing with the hammer, but god, there are some monsters that are just intolerable. For example, Tigrex also. I think Tigrex was way easier this time around. Not that he didn't, like, really fuck me over. I also didn't really have the greatest armor at this time. Oh, Thunder. I actually only really upgraded when I lost the first time to Aldradon. Then I realized, oh, I need some fucking upgrades. Also, I just now, after I beat the base game, I just got, like, Palamutes. Armor upgrades and stuff, you know, basically for my pets, so they can actually deal way more damage and they can take way more damage, because before they just had the base gear, which was like there's way more to it, but they did like 10 damage and they had like 10 armor. Now their damage and armor are like about 100 each for each piece of armor and damage and stuff. I think their damage might actually be up in like 180 or something. So that's a big fucking upgrade, which I definitely needed for the last high rank missions. I'm kind of scared because I just unlocked master rank missions, which are way harder than the high rank. So I'm not gonna be too thrilled about meeting like a Magnum Hollow or something at that point. I mean, it's been a while since I've fought against a Magnum Hollow and, you know, basically everything there, because I've just been avoiding them. Because I really don't want to fight a Magnum Hollow, I don't want to fight a Tigrex, I don't want to, you know, I just don't want to fight them because they're so damn annoying. They're not really, but I've been conditioned to avoid them from playing World, so that's basically my L take, is that I cannot handle the Tigrex. I don't know what the consensus about a Tigrex is, but I think Tigrex and Barioth is the two worst monsters to fight against. Of course, except for like Velkhana and shit. Which brings me to Narwa, because I was expecting Narwa to be like a, you know, big bad evil guy. He was built up for so long, then we finally get to see him, and I was like, when I saw him at first, I thought for a second that, oh, I'm just gonna fight Ibushi again. What the fuck is this? But no, that was Narwa. And it might be because I spec'd into a lot of like thunder resistance. But then again, I didn't really. It wasn't that much I spec'd into it, but it was just, the fight was so fucking easy, and it was over like not really that quickly, but it was just kind of dragged out and very fucking. It was so easy, and I was so sure when I suddenly arrived at a cutscene in the middle of a fight. I was like, okay, this is the second phase. Now he's gonna do some big like AoE attack, just like Velkhana did. But no, he was straight up just defeated. Not like defeated, but like he was gone. He basically, when you beat Nawa, or when you beat Ibushi, let's start there. When you beat Ibushi at the Rampage, she just kind of flies off. And then when you beat Narwa, she also just flies off. Oh, well, she gets rammed into a fucking hole. And then when you go search for her afterwards, she's just kind of gone. So I'm hoping there's a payoff for that, but seeing as we are now in Sunbreak and no longer in the base game, I don't want to get my hopes too high up. Good game, good game. So I don't know where the game is supposed to go now, because I'm kind of back at the feeling that something is off and something is missing. And even in the cutscene, I feel like Elder Fugen, basically the leader of the village, he was like a bit hesitant about everything, in terms of just something feels wrong. Like they purposefully made it so that he was like in doubt about something, but it was not really specified what or why or how or anything. Which was a cool moment. And I hope that they don't just leave it. I was so sad when they just left it to like, oh, something feels off. Anyway, let's not mention it again and let's just have a party at the village because we repelled Narwa, I guess. So it was a bit awkward. It was very fucking awkward, but I mean, I guess I beat the game. Now I got an actual title for Sunbreak, and you know, exposition lore dump. That yeah, you can now take on master rank quests, which marks the beginning of Sunbreak. Which I mean, okay, sure. So basically the lore right now, where I am right now, is that I am at a new village. I am at Elgato Outpost, which is a whole new outpost that is in the kingdom. I don't know what the kingdom is. I don't think I'm supposed to really know, unless I got it from like other games.
How?
Vad har du nu at fucking sige?
Hvornår fuck afinstallerer du det? Hvornår gør du det? Hvornår har du... Jeg har været ved min computer helt... Hvad? Hvornår? Jeg kiggede i går. Det var... Fuck!
Det gør mig så glad, det her.
How?
Get fucked. So I'm at a new village. Elgato. Which is a part of the kingdom. I don't really know what the kingdom is. And it's just a thing, apparently. I got pulled there by the merchant's sister. After I beat... Okay, so basically the first mission is at Kamura village, the village I'm at, the village that the whole story takes place in. And there's apparently some sort of migration. There's a new monster at the like lowest level area that I gotta take care of. It's basically just like a giant crab that has like the front of it is weak to slashing, the back of it is weak to bludgeoning. But seeing as I am wielding the sword and shield, I can do both, so that was really fucking easy. He only caught me off guard one time because I didn't know his fucking moveset, because it's a whole new fucking beast that I haven't seen before. Like, at least with Magnamalo or something, I fought against him before, I kinda know his shtick, like, okay, don't get hit by those purple things or you will explode. Type deal. Am I about to die here? God damn it. So, I don't... That's... I don't know. It was a shame that I fainted, but it was kind of my own fault. But, hey... we're just taking another one. I'm not done yapping about this. So after that happens, we get another cutscene, which is like, you know, wow, that's now shit is going on, and you actually get You know, a little bit of a cutscene about what happens after you actually finish off the monster, which is they just put it on a fucking cart and manually pull it back to the village, which is, I mean, I guess it's cool to see, just like those little details of what actually happens after you fought the monster off. They just, it's kind of like the cage they lock hunted monsters in a world. Except these are like the monsters you hunt and not just the ones you capture. Anyway, so the main thing that happens here is that you get some sort of bird monster that I've fought before, like one of the main monsters, one of the birds that are like not that big of a deal. He gets fucking manhandled by a mysterious monster that we haven't seen before. It kind of looks like a Tobikadachi, and I kind of forgot its name already, even though it's like very focused on. Can you fucking get down? Thank you. I think it's named Menso or something like that. There's an M and a Z in there, so I don't know what's. It's an Elder Dragon. Which I'm pretty sure it's the first Elder Dragon we see, unless Magnamalo is an Elder Dragon. I'm not sure about that. Narwa and Ibushi might be Elder Dragons too, but it's the first Elder Dragon that's like exciting actually. So I don't really know. It looks like a Tobikadachi, but I don't really. I couldn't get a gauge on its abilities other than, you know, it got hit once and it ran away. That's pretty much it. So this sister of the merchant that I get escorted to Elgato with, she comes in and saves our asses. Me and I don't know, the fucking annoying guy. He's apparently there in the cutscene too. So she gives us a bit of lore about this Elder Dragon, that it's from Elgato, and it has something to do. It originated from some like giant crater hole, some like 50 odd years ago, and I don't know. I think there came some other guys out there too, like 2 others, and then the 3 of them. Like, including Menso, the Elder Dragon, they kind of have a stranglehold on the entire ecosystem at Elgato. Elgato, apparently, when I got there, I didn't realize, but they just built a fucking city on top of the crater, or like right beside it. I mean, that's kind of cool. But I didn't really get to explore much. That was my own fault, to be fair. Because I locked off because I need to play Sea of Thieves after this. Gotta play Sea of Thieves with my boy. Last time I left off in Sea of Thieves, I was 1 level away from becoming Pirate Legend. So I need to get back on that grind, you know? I don't know. I can't remember if it's either Order of Souls or Reaper that I need 1 more level in. I think it's Order of Souls. So anyway, yeah, I come up to Elgato, and then immediately meet this like Master Ace guy, the annoying guy from the cutscene. He needs to show me a new technique, a new like. What's it called? Like, not silk binding, that's something else. Just a new technique, I can't remember the name, it has some fancy name. But I think it's really funny how the team that made the game was too lazy, or they just didn't have the budget to actually make another arena. So they had to go back. Canonically, they had to go back to Kimura, the other village, to teach me this new technique. which is really fucking funny because it was so clearly just they ran out of budget to make another arena and they had to make do with this. But hey, it's all good. I wasn't there at the arena anyway. They didn't have to tell me that this wasn't in Kimura. Shit, God, I hate Gorb. I fucking hate Gorb. So yeah, I arrive at Elgato and immediately is sent back to learn some techniques. That is basically just this, what the fuck is it called? It's annoying me that I can't remember. But basically like special abilities for each weapon. For me, the sword and shield, my main thing right now is that I use my wire bugs to make like basically like an aura sphere around me. And that does a fucking shit ton of damage too. And just like defends me. Oh, thunder! And it defends me too, which is awesome. And that's my main shtick. But now I apparently learned to also like, you know, repel myself forward. Which I feel like this tutorial is something I should have gotten way earlier on. Because I'm pretty sure I have it already unlocked, but I just didn't really use it or didn't know how to use it or didn't know how to work or anything like that. Could be that this is also just a new ability, but you know, the Aura Sphere one, I had to look up online how to do that. Because I did it once with like, when I just started in like my first couple of hours when with my Monster Hunter homie and his homie, they had to teach me like how the fuck to do that because that's something new, that's something that wasn't in Monster Hunter World. And I just relearned that after getting pretty far into high rank missions. But it has helped it's helped a lot, and also just like training how to like do combos. So like my main combo right now is just like shield bashing because that's a very fucking good way to, god damn it. That's a really good way to just stun the guys and just basically, you know, softening them up, which sounds fucking stupid, but it's what you do. That is what you do. And what that does is basically just do more damage in that specific area. Which is really useful when that's the main fucking thing you do. And then after you soften the area... God damn it, there's a fucking hair somewhere. When it's the main thing you do, it's pretty fucking great because you just do extra damage, and then after I soften them up, I get... Can you fucking jump or something, please? Thank you. Then I can actually get to, you know, expand my combo with slashes. Yeah, wow. And the great thing about my slashes is that I've spec'd into poison with my slashes, which is also why this aura sphere thing is so great, because it only utilizes slashes, but there are like fucking 10 slashes in one attack in like a very short time. Of course I have to use my wire bugs, but that's not really a problem because they just grow back. So that's pretty fucking cool. But yeah, that's my main shtick right now. It wasn't really a help against Narwa, for example, because he was just like in the air all the fucking time. But I mean, the reason Narwa was so easy was just because there were fucking machine guns everywhere. It was the same with Ibushi. There were just machine guns everywhere. There was like a cannon, and then there was the Dragonator, which all is just, you know, even one of those is like playing the game on easy mode. But then when you combine them all together, god, that fight was easy. Especially because, not that Narwa did no damage whatsoever. God, I'm yapping too much to have a consistent story here. Fucking shit. Narwa did do a lot of damage, but he was just way too easy to dodge. Like, sure, he had a lot of AoE things, but they moved so fucking slowly, or they didn't really do that much damage. Okay, I know I'm contradicting myself here, but Narwa was fucking easy. And I hope that the DLC that I'm moving into now is gonna be way harder and way better in, you know, every single aspect. Anyway, review of today, I died to... I'm pretty sure I died to those two guys both times. So this was embarrassing, but at least I got to yap, so that's all that counts. Anyway, gotta go play Sea of Thieves now. Goodbye.